Welcome back, everyone, to the Winter Major Expert Division opening round, hole number 17. Here we're setting up for a Thorn bounce up shot. We're using a Luminary type ball, P5, side spin 2 plus, wind 3 plus. You'll need APOC 5 plus and Thorn 8 plus for this shot. The adjustment for the drive is P3 plus 10% max, and do not push up. All right, we're going to play a full controlled overpower with some right curl, and I'll go over that in a second. But before I do, our starting position, it's a little odd, so I just want to go over that and make sure that you're going to be starting in the same place that we are. If you look at where the bullseye is now, it is splitting the wood that wraps around the edge of the fairway, right? So you want to be at the plus 24 with your bullseye splitting that wood there. And before you add spin, without spin added, the ball guide between the first bounce and second bounce will be crossing over the top of a vertical wood plank that's on the opposite fairway wood line that wraps around the edge of the fairway. I'll show you a little bit closer picture here. So it's kind of hard to tell because it's bright and the images are slightly blurry, but this arrow to the left here is pointing at the wood, the piece of wood that's going up and down, right, just right of that arrow. So without adding spin, you want that ball guide to be running right over the top of that vertical piece of wood. And you want to have your bullseye set up at plus 24, splitting the wood wall that is on this side closest to the tee box fairway. And then the ball guide will be splitting the vertical piece of wood on the opposite side fairway. So once you get that plus 24, you see we got the zoom in on the little wood there. That's what we're looking for. It's a little vertical plank or notch, whichever you prefer to call it. And so your ball guide will be going over the top of that. You'll be centered with your bullseye on the piece of wood on this side of the fairway. 3.5 top spin, 2 right spin. Again, P3 plus 10 max. Pull this one with a slight 1159 flicker. Full controlled overpower, right curl, and you want your center line to be going through the top tip of the triangle. So if I take this picture here and I slide it over to the left where the center line is, well, I can't really do that now, can I? So let's see. So the center line on the ball, if you look at the right side of that picture that I just slid over, you'll see it intersects with the top broken part of the triangle, right? Just to the right of that picture. So a lot of times we'll have curl to where our center line is touching the inside of the shot circle. This is slightly less curl than that. You'll back off of it just a little bit until the tip of that ball guide is just touching that top tip on the shot circle. So maybe to make it a little easier to see, I'm talking about this tip right here. All right. Right there. You want your center line touching that. Full overpower. It's controlled. So it's not a super shaky needle or anything. We're looking for 388 plus on the drive. The approach shot here is going to play P5 numbers plus 10% at slider. We're using 2 backspin only. We're pulling this approach shot straight with a slight 1159 flicker. With spin added, you're going to want to have the tip of the ball guide aimed at the center of the cup, and you want it to be just about a half a square short of the hole. If you have high winds, 8.6 or above, then you should set the tip of your ball guide just a little bit shorter, a little bit further from the hole, about 3/4 of a square from the hole. And you want it to be aimed at the right center of the cup. That's if you have winds 8.6 to 9.1. Beyond that, this one is a good opportunity. Grabbing yourself an eagle, hole number 17. P3 plus 10 max on the drive. P5 plus 10 at slider on the approach. Remember, don't push up on your drive. You're playing full controlled overpower. And right curl so that your center line is touching that lower corner on the broken part of the shot circle like I showed you, and you should be good to go. So we're doing a bullseye green fringe check here, which is in line with the pin. We'll slide our bullseye up until it is splitting the green fringe line. That's going to give you a plus yard value. That plus yard value correlates to the chart I'm about to give you. Plus 0 is 75, 1 is 77, 2 is 79, plus 3 is 81, plus 4 is 83, 5 is 85, 6 is 87, plus 7 is 89, plus 8 is 91, 9 is 92, 10 is 95, and plus 11 is 97% slider. Good luck. Catch you on the next one.